Ah,
Well, hello.
there you are. Test done, finished. Bye.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you,
Okay.
and
I
I.
act I actually have been trying to get on my computer to do this, but it's not working, so I'll just use my iPad.
Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, my iPad's not the greatest. It sometimes will sign off and I have to get back on, but you know.
That's no big
That's,
deal. What I was thinking about more was size of pictures. You probably can see there's a window and you have the two of us on top. Yes?
no,
Do you?
I have me on the bottom and you in the middle.
Oh, there you go. When other people sign in, there'll be more people beside me on the middle, or sorry,
Okay.
on the bottom with you.
Okay.
So
And
that's how
it
you
looks
see them.
like it looks like I can record off of this,
Yes, you can.
and that way I can do minutes for this meeting.
Yes, you
Okay.
can.
Okay.
And I've got my Zoom set up to automatically record the minute I open it up. So I will be recording as well. So we'll have two recordings in case one of them fouls up.
Okay. And where do I go to listen to the recording?
Okay, what will happen, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to describe this. Um, let's see if the description works. If it doesn't, I have maybe another trick up my sleeve, even though I'm wearing short sleeves. So that makes it all trick.
It's a short trip.
It's a short trick. At the end of the session, Zoom will ask you or will tell you that it's now converting the video to an MP4 file.
Okay.
So you'll get a dialog box that says that.
Okay.
Go ahead and let it do that.
Okay.
Before you close Zoom, let it finish off that task. That's something that the program will do for you.
Okay.
Once it's finished processing the meeting into a file, an MP4 file that any video player can read, it'll send you a little message and say, job done.
Okay.
Now, okay, let me stop there. I think that's pretty straightforward and not worrying at all. What do you think?
I think it's fine. And if for whatever reason that all fails for me, I can rely on you to send me your minutes.
Not minutes. I'm not that nice.
I mean, you're recording. Yeah, no, I know you're not doing the minutes. Sorry.
It's okay.
You're recording.
Yes. And
Okay.
so let me take a step into there, if I may.
Okay.
What I would do is I will get a MP4 file that's like very similar to a Word .docx file. .mp4 is means video. .docx means Word. .exe or exel means Excel. .ppt means PowerPoint.
Okay.
Am I making sense?
Yes.
Each program has a different extension at the end of it. And the extension is what comes after the period in the file.
Okay.
That's what's known as a file extension. Every single file you have on your laptop, your iPad, your phone, any file that's resident that is on your machine has an extension of some sort.
Okay.
Why, you might ask? The answer is actually really, really easy. All the stuff that happens on our machines, all the pictures, all the words, all the games, everything that goes on is run by programs, yes?
Uh-huh.
And each program needs different kinds of information at different times to be able to do what it does. How am I doing?
You're doing good.
So each file is stored on the machine and the program goes down to the memory on the machine and brings it up into something called random access memory, or RAM memory. And the RAM memory is what processes what we see when we look at the screen.
Okay.
And what they've done over the years, they've developed the programs so that they can bring up files when they need them, as opposed to having them up in RAM all the time.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's still doing good.
Yeah.
So, because we want the programs to run as quickly as possible, each program has a different file extension on the files that it uses.
Uh-huh.
And that file extension comes after the dot in the name of the file. So the program looks there first and says, oh, good, there's my list of programs that I use. I can ignore every other program that the computer's storing. And now I can look through the file names to see which file I need. And that makes the program run much, much more quickly. And you and I don't notice as the program takes different files up and down from the hardware to be able to run in RAM, so we get the pretty pictures.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Somewhat.
Yeah, it's not rocket.
It's a lot to absorb.
And it's not rocket science at one level. So keep that tucked in the back of your mind. This is not rocket science. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
So let's put that aside, because we don't care. That happens all in the background.
Uh-huh.
What happens for us in Zoom is that the meeting is going to be saved as a .mp4 file. Or if it saves the meeting in the cloud, which is what it might do for you, it'll have a different...
Which I do struggle with cloud. I don't even know how to get on it.
Well, you constantly get on it. The cloud works in the background. The cloud knows who you are.
Oh.
Let me help you out with a little bit more tech stuff. What they're talking about, okay, let me see the good way to do this. How long have you had a computer?
I've had a computer, I can't even tell, for years, but I'm not tech. I don't know a whole lot about them. And I'm one of those people that we talked about before, that where you're afraid to get on there and do anything because you're afraid you're going to mess it up.
Well, good. I'm glad you've had it for a long time, because that makes it way easier for me to tell the story. In the olden days, you know, when dinosaurs roamed the earth and we had our first computers, right? Remember way back then?
Uh-huh.
There was no cloud, right?
Right.
And when we finished a file, we saved it to our computer, right?
Right.
So when we saved it to our computer, we saved it to a hard drive, right?
Right.
Remember that?
Uh-huh.
So all the cloud is a bunch of hard drives that are not on our computer. They're someplace else.
Right.
So for Apple, for example, all their hard drives are on what is called a server farm. That's the name of it, which is over in North Carolina. And they have this huge warehouse, and all they have in that warehouse are tons and tons and tons and tons of hard drives. We good so far?
Yes.
So when we save stuff into the cloud, all we're doing is sending our files over to Apple and asking them to put it on their hard drives instead of on our machines. And why would we do that? Well, because we can have smaller machines with smaller hard drives, and we don't have to worry about backing them up, and we don't have to worry about how much space we have, because they have endless amounts of space over there.
Uh-huh.
And of course, they give us some of that space for free, right? Have what they call 5 megabytes. But if you've got lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of pictures of your family, why, you need to give them money each month for more storage space.
Right. Which I do.
So now you know how the business model works.
Yeah. I don't give them a lot of money. It's 99 cents a month, okay?
Yeah, well, let's see, there's 100 million people giving them 99 cents a month. How's your math?
Not that quick.
$99 million a month that they're bringing in from all the people just giving them 99 cents a month.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
business model, huh?
Yeah. We
They're,
should have thought of that.
pardon?
We should have thought of that.
Yeah, it would have been nice, right? We should have hung out with Steve Jobs and done acid trips in the 70s, and maybe we would have been in on the game.
Maybe.
Back to our reality. What will happen with Zoom is I am currently recording our meeting because I've set up Zoom so that it automatically records every meeting I go to, for us, for my students, everything, so that I can copy it. And what I'll do is I'll put it up on YouTube, which has endless amounts of storage space. That's really essentially in the cloud. That's where YouTube is. They have a different business model for getting money out of us for storing stuff there. But we can put up endless amounts of stuff for free. They monetize in a different way, but let's not go there because that's a waste of our time. So what I will do is I will put the document, the file, up on YouTube. I will send you a link, and you will be able to go to that link, click on it, and a YouTube movie will pop up, and there will be the file of our meeting.
Perfect. Perfect. I can do that.
Right? Piece of cake.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just to make sure that it's true, that I'm not spinning a tale of fibs and lies, let's stop our meeting now. If you're perfectly comfortable, I'll process it, throw it up on YouTube, and send you a link, and you can watch us in our glorious conversation.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan.
So are you?
I just wanted to make sure everything was going to work. The sound, you be able to hear me. Yeah, that was all I was needing to do.
Rhonda and I have been working on her machine, and for whatever reason, her video doesn't turn on. We can't figure it out, and I don't know Windows 10 well enough to be able to provide her with advice. What little I knew kind of worked, but we can hear her, and so we'll definitely be able to hear what she has to say, and she can see us. So
is she doing it on her computer or her phone, or what is she doing it on?
She's doing it on her computer.
Yeah, see, my computer it doesn't recognize Zoom. I mean, it went there when I said to activate, but then when I get in there, it goes, the only option I have is to check on Microsoft to see if I can link it, and it won't let me do that. It doesn't show anything in Microsoft.
Well, you shouldn't have to go. Let's take a stop, if we may, here, please. You're working, so you're fine. Now we're getting into stuff that isn't necessary for us to solve in order for us to have the meeting.
Right. Yeah, that's the only reason I asked if she was using her computer, because now I know that's possible, but I'll deal with that some other time.
Yeah, Zoom shouldn't have anything to do with Microsoft. Shouldn't.
Right.
Doesn't mean it doesn't.
Right.
But Zoom should run independently of Microsoft. And most of my students are not having that problem.
Yeah. It's just a matter of me figuring it out. That's all. And I tried to do that before you called just to see if I could, but I didn't. So.
Okay, let's not get into this too much because we both have stuff to do. I actually need to get back to work.
No, that's fine. We've gotten where we need to be.
We can chat about it at the end of the meeting tonight, if anybody wants to look at that, because we might meet online a couple more times yet.
Well, and I might play with the computer in between now and then. I'll just rely on my iPad for now.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
So you're good to go. I'll get that recording set up, send you a link as soon as it's processed, and life is good.
Thank you so much.
Hey, you bet. Talk to you
All right.
tonight. Bye.
Bye-bye.